So if you're an introvert and you don't like networking events, so here's 5 things that I think you should do. So if you're an introvert like me, here's 5 things that help me get the So if you're an introvert like me, here's 5 things that really help me get the most out of networking events. Yes! So, another day in the life of behind the business. It's just on my way to meet an investor, someone that reached out to me through LinkedIn. Like I said in my post the other day, the amount of messages and support and inquiries through LinkedIn, it's been incredible. I'm struggling to sort of get back to everybody, and it's been mind-blowing, to be perfectly honest. And also the amount of people that have been scared to invest in property. And the video I did the other day about sort of things you should look out for, that really resonated with a lot of people, and like I say, people have been reaching out to me for some advice, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to charge by the hour. Yes, I've got clients to serve, and absolutely we're looking to take on a few more investors. That's the business I'm in. But ultimately, I want to help everybody on their journey, whether that's a novice or an experienced investor. So if you do have any messages or any questions, please just feel free, drop me a line, and I'll happily answer them. If I can help you, I will. It's one of the things I'm passionate about on LinkedIn especially. But yeah, going to meet somebody just now who's wanting to invest in property and doesn't really know how to go about it, or they're maybe a wee bit afraid to sort of take the leap. So, 9:20 at night, and just logging onto the computer just now. Some invoicing to send, follow-up emails, stuff that I'm working on that I need to get done over the next few days. I've got a few things coming up down in London that I'm super excited for. A lot of prep, a lot of work goes in, but it's totally different. I used to work 10, 11, 12 hours a day for my employer, and you felt it, whereas I've been out all day. I think I left the house at 7:30 this morning, popped in for a wee bit, quickly got changed, and then back out again. So just stopped in for a coffee there on my way back from Edinburgh. I've just left another investor meeting this week. That'll be my 3rd this week, meeting with potential clients. So when I say potential clients, it's just people that want to get in property and they just don't know where to start, or they've done it before and they've not really been successful, and they're really just looking for that sort of bit of advice and guidance to sort of help them along. I'm going to have to find a place that my jacket doesn't match the seat behind me. I literally look like I'm sitting inside the couch at the moment. I've had a few people, potential clients, come to me previously, and I'll be honest, they were a wee bit arrogant towards me. They were sort of going on about how much money they've got and what I should be doing for them. But for me, it was just about educating them to let them know that actually having money is the easy part as such. Finding the properties, doing the due diligence, doing the work, the building, having the power team in place, solicitors, mortgage advisors, estate agents, letting agents, sourcing good properties and good rental demands, sometimes below market value, sometimes at the home report value, and then carrying out a refurb to a good standard, on time, on budget. I mean, these are all the things that are complicated. These are the moving parts to it. And yeah, people might have built a property portfolio, and they might have a substantial one, but it's not about how substantial your portfolio is, it's how profitable it is in terms of cash flow and sort of equity you've built up, and how sort of flexible you are with refinancing and all the work that you've done. So there's a whole raft of stuff that go into it, not just picking a property from Rightmove and going buying it. Anybody can do that. Now, for anybody that thinks this vlogging game, if you like, is easy, believe me, it's not. I'm currently sitting in a busy Costa Coffee with people all around me pretty much looking at me, because as you can see, I'm not using my hands. I've got this sort of fancy gimbal thing that keeps everything steady, but getting this thing out in public is the most embarrassing thing you'll ever do. So it is a comfort stretch for me. So I've been doing a lot of networking, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I've met some brilliant people. I've learned so much about other people in the industry,
other people's sort of hobbies, likes, dislikes, all that sort of stuff, because I think that's super important to get on with people and to have sort of common interest. So if you're an introvert like me, here's 5 things that really help me get the most out of networking events. Step 1, give out business cards. Set a target to give out 10 business cards if it's a smaller event, or 20 if it's a larger event. Gauge the room, set a target and make sure you achieve it. Step 2, set a target on receiving business cards. Ask people for the business card. It's something that doesn't happen very often. Step 3, treat it like speed dating. Although I've never done speed dating, you get the concept. 2 to 3 minutes per individual. If you're having a good conversation, let it flow a bit longer, but the key for networking is to get around as many people in the room as possible and get to know people. Step 4, don't go into a pitch fest. Too often I go to networking events and the person's instantly trying to sell you something. Just ask open questions, be genuinely interested in what they've got to say, get to know this person a lot better. Step 5, this is to be used on larger networking events. So if you're going down to London, or you're going to one of these seminars where there's 100, 200, 300, up to 1,000 people, this is an absolute ninja technique that will get people coming to you, which as an introvert is the best thing that can ever happen. So the person's name that I learned this from is Gavin Bell. He's a Facebook marketer and advertiser. I'll put the link to his video in the comments section. So that's my 5 sort of top tips, if you like, for networking events. I'd love to hear if anybody's got any other techniques or hints or tips that they've used over the years that's really helped them. So that's it, the end of a long but productive week. It's been long days. Most days I've been getting in at 9, 10 o'clock at night, whether that be networking events or meeting potential clients, going doing viewings or whatever it's been. These things tend to be in the evening, and that's probably the biggest shift that I'm getting used to from working in the sort of 9 to 5 is not having a structured day. And that was going back to the post I put on LinkedIn the other day. It was me and my friend up a Monroe. I can't remember what one it was. We've done 10 or 12 over the last few months, but it was me sort of climbing the Monroe, and it looks like I'm on my own, and that's business. It's such a lonely existence. I've went from being in an office space where there's things going on all the time, banter flying about, emails, conference calls, let's go for a coffee, working in that office environment and corporate environment. Everybody knows what it's like. There's something going on all the time. Somebody's birthday, there's a celebration, there's a card going about, and it's one of the biggest things that I'm missing, to be perfectly honest. It's just not there. People that you're maybe prospecting, or if you're out meeting new estate agents or letting agents or building a networking event or whatever it is you're doing, it's just at the start of your sort of building your relationships with these people. So realistically, a lot of people's guards are up, and people aren't really sharing a lot of their sort of personal side. It's really sort of business professional, and everybody's sort of posturing. It's really funny actually, because realistically we're all humans and we all want to just have a laugh and a joke. Yeah, you can do business, but for me, I'm all about having a laugh and a joke with people, because I think that's my nature, and that's the sort of type of person I am. So I really enjoy that. Whereas you go to these networking events, or you go and meet new people and businesses, and there's a whole sort of posturing going on about everybody's so professional, and yes, and it's very funny. I'd love to film it, because it's once you sort of break down the barriers, you realise that the person you're talking to, they're very similar to you. They like a laugh and a joke, they've got a social side, they've got friends, they've got family, but it really takes a few times to sort of break down those barriers and get to know them a bit better. So again, it's just sort of mindset. I could do a full video on mindset, because it's one of the most important things that I've learned over the last few years, and certainly over the last sort of 6 months. It's something I've built a lot on, because it sounds cheesy, but honestly, especially working on your own, you're lonely. Your mindset is the only thing you've got. It's literally when you're driving between jobs, or you're driving between prospects, your mind's racing everywhere. So that's it, the end of the week. Hope you enjoy the vlog. Please comment, share, like it. I absolutely love reading the comments and answering people back, and engage with people on direct message or on all the platforms on social media. If you do like the content, please subscribe to my channel, and like I say, please comment, share, like, and I will see you on episode 3.